And thanks for staying with us. COVID cases are, of course, on the rise in Wisconsin, especially in children. Weekly numbers released by Wisconsin DHS show that there were 340 cases in children ages 9 to 13, 311 cases for those 4 to 8, and 212 cases in children up to 3 years old just last week. Those are levels the state hasn't seen since April. Now, there could be soon some new protection for those children, and UW Health is playing a role in it. The healthcare system will host a clinical trial of the Moderna vaccine in children beginning this week. Adam Duxter live from American Family Children's Hospital with the very latest. Adam.
The surging cases and hospitalizations for children across the country mean even the doctors here at UW Health have a vested interest in making sure this trial is a success.
For the second time, UW Health will host a clinical trial for a coronavirus vaccine.
It's a tremendous honor for our university and our university community here.
After already hosting an AstraZeneca trial last year, this time doctors like William Hartman will work to test the impacts of the Moderna vaccine on children.
The notion that kids don't get sick or infected even with COVID-19 is a false notion. This is an important study because this is the last group in the United States that doesn't have a vaccine available to them.
The study itself will start Friday and take place over the course of the next 14 months. If this trial, along with the other 100 or so across the country, are successful, Hartman says the vaccine could possibly be approved for kids by the new year.
Well, certainly there is an urgency to make sure that we can get the data in a timely fashion.
Adding to the urgency, the number of kids statewide in the hospital with COVID and other respiratory infections, something the state's top doctors say is a concern.
The big concern is that as infections of COVID-19 increase across the board, that could very well translate to higher numbers of children being hospitalized.
Hartman says he breathed a sigh of relief when his teenage sons got the vaccine this spring, in hopes this trial will result in him experiencing that feeling once again.
I have a daughter that falls into that group. We need to find a way to get these kids protected.
I asked Governor Tony Evers and other top state officials today whether approving the vaccine for kids could lead the way for the state to require it for students throughout Wisconsin. And they say, well, it is too early to think about that happening this school year. The approval of the vaccine, plus dropping the emergency use authorization, would pave the way for school districts in and around our viewing area to do just that.